Hey everyone, this is Raga. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm sorry that there has been a small delay in me posting this video. The only reason was that there were so many things that were going on in my life, and it was so busy, both with regards to family occasions and professional commitments, and for that reason it took a while for me to post my next video. So also please bear with me with regards to replying to all of your comments on YouTube and your emails that you've been sending me. I have not gotten a chance to reply to all of you, but I will definitely try to get to replying to each and every one of you after I post this video. As the title of this video suggests, I have gotten a lot of questions from IMGs all over the world who have the same question, which is, which step should you take first? Should you take the step 1 first, or should you take the step 2 CK first? Now, I think that's a very important question because I went through the same dilemma when I graduated from medical school. And obviously this is a question that only IMGs would have because it is IMGs who usually wait to take all of the steps once they've graduated. And for that reason, they start to think whether it's better for them to take the step 1 first or the step 2 CK first. Now, when I graduated, I was very confused about which step I should take first, and for that reason I was asking around a lot. I was asking my seniors, I was asking other IMGs that I knew who had taken the steps to take their advice on which step I should probably take first and what the better option would be. And obviously I got mixed reviews, I got mixed opinions from different people. Some said that it's better to take the step 1 first, and others said it's better to take the step 2 CK first. And obviously I was confused, but I finally made my decision. And as you guys know, for those of you who are watching my other videos, you know that I took the step 2 CK first, which I took in February of 2015, that is last year. And then I took the step 1 as my second exam, which was in January of 2016, that is this year. Now that I'm done with the steps and I know what I went through and how the studying process went for me, I have a better idea with regards to which step to take first. Now, a little disclaimer that I want to tell you guys, this is purely my take on things and my opinion that I have after taking the steps, and in no way am I saying that this is the right thing to do. And for those of you who are already studying for whichever step you are taking first, please continue with your plan. Don't change your plan or your studying strategy based on this video. In fact, I would say keep going with your idea and your plan for how you want to take the steps, and don't alter it by this video. And this video is purely to help those people who have not started studying for any of the steps yet. Now, when I started studying for the step 2 CK, which was my first step, I was very interested in the question bank. The question bank was a lot of fun to study, believe it or not. I really enjoyed the process of studying the cases because the cases were so clinical. So it would be basically a patient who has a certain presentation and how you would deal with those situations. So obviously it was much more interesting and exciting than the basic science subjects and pathophysiology, obviously. So I had a great study experience for the step 2 CK. Obviously, I made a few mistakes because that was my first exam, and I mentioned that in my step 2 CK preparation video. So for those of you who have not seen that, check out that video. And once I was done with my preparation for the step 2 CK and I took the exam, I was still very happy with how everything turned out. I was pretty satisfied with how I prepared and how I took the exam. As I was going through the cases in the step 2 CK UWorld question bank, I realized that there were many conditions or diseases that I came across which I could not understand completely. And the reason for that was that I didn't know some of the basic pathophysiology behind certain conditions or diseases. Obviously, you cannot retain all the information that you got from the basic science courses that you did a few years ago in medical school. Obviously, no one can retain every single detail. And for that reason, I felt it was a little challenging for me to understand certain diseases or conditions because of that. However, I did the best I could. Obviously, I used Google. I tried to understand as much as I could. and I took the exam, and I was very happy with my entire preparation process and the exam experience even after I was done with the process. However, when I started studying for the step 1, and when I came across the basic pathophysiology behind the diseases and conditions, and even the conditions which I was finding challenging during my preparation for the Step 2 CK, I remember thinking to myself, I wish I knew this or I studied this before studying for the Step 2 CKs, because I knew that if I knew this basic pathophysiology or had this basic foundation in this disease, I would have understood the condition much better when I was preparing for it in the Step 2 CK. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, but I feel that, at least for me, it is much easier for me to retain and remember the features and the characteristics of a certain disease and condition if I knew how it works on a molecular level. It really helps me remember the disease better, and it helps me answer the questions related to that disease or condition during the exam. So as I was preparing for my step 1, there were so many diseases and conditions that they explained in such grave detail. And I remember thinking that I wish that I knew all this information before taking my step 2 CK, simply to improve my understanding of the diseases or conditions that I was coming across in the question banks and in first aid and other resources that I used for the step 2 CK. So, would I have done things differently had I been given another chance? Would I have taken the steps in the same order, or would I have taken it in a different order? The answer is that I would have probably taken the step 1 first and then taken the step 2 CK. I'm not saying this because I feel that it really affected my outcome or my preparation because of the way that I took the steps or the order in which I took the steps, but simply because I think that my studying for the Step 2 CK would have been much more effective had I had known all the basic pathophysiology that I needed to know about all the conditions that's required to be known for the Step 2 CK. So for those of you who have not yet taken the steps yet, and who have not even started preparing for the steps yet, I would suggest to you, and this is personally just my opinion, that I would suggest that you guys go and start studying for the step 1 first, and take the step 1 before you take the step 2 CK, because I think that that would just give you a very solid foundation in the basic pathophysiology for clinical medicine. And obviously that's really important in order to even answer clinical-based questions. So we might look at the basic science subjects and think, why do we need this for clinical knowledge? But it is very important to understand. It might not be directly tested in the Step 2 CK, but it will definitely be required for you to have a better understanding of everything there is to know to answer your questions correctly and with a good understanding for the Step 2 CK. So that is my opinion with regards to this topic, and I hope this has benefited any of you who have had the same question, and let me know if you have any more questions with regards to this topic in the comments bar below, and I'll try to get back to all of you. And until I see you guys again in my next video, bye!